At the beginning of the season, Jack Quinn was a guy that was not on too many people's radars for, say, to be high up there. He was more consensus, late first round, mid second round, I'd say, was the most common area you would see him in. It was considered a stretch if you even saw this guy at like 25th, 26th. Anywhere in that first round was considered a stretch for Jack Quinn. But that's all turned around. If you haven't been listening too much for Jack Quinn, he is now considered one of the top prospects of this entire draft and possibly one that could be one of the greatest steals. So far as highest rating has to be from hockeyprospect.com. They have him ranked 11th, but then you even look at some of the other highly touted scouting report, websites, wherever they come from, a magazine or the internet. They have him listed in between, I'd say most commonly around 25 to 15. Now he's all of a sudden a mid-first rounder, and I argue he can even be higher. Maybe even into the likes of top 10 if a team really sees something in him that they like. And trust me, there are plenty of things you can see in Jack Quinn that will just make you maybe want to take that jump on him. Maybe take him around that 11th, that 10th, that 12th. Because he is on a stacked team in Ottawa, nonetheless. You got guys like Rossi, you got these mature guys like Keating, Garefa, Hoffenmeyer on the point. It is a really good team, but the thing is that Quinn does not play with these top guys all the time. He plays with them on the power play, and he is magnificent. He's a great trigger man. He's just great at getting those shots off, and sometimes they don't go in. They usually go for a rebound or something that just like barely trickles through, and then there's someone like Rossi there, Keating, to just bang home something. Other than the power play though, he's on that second line with center Mitchell Holtz, who's a New Jersey prospect, and usually they have a rotating right wing that's usually some like 2002 or 2003 born rookie. But most of the time his shots are just lasers, and they end up into the back of the net pretty much 25% of the time. That is his shooting percentage pretty much. I think it's like 24%. His 44 goals on 186 shots, I think. That is honestly a bit of an unrealistic, stat. And obviously it'll diminish as the season goes on, or maybe not, it completely goes out of the water. But realistically, that is a high stat, and it should come back down to earth pretty soon. And I'd say for the past month, he's been stirring up a lot of commotion in regards to who is the best shooter in this draft. Is it Jack Quinn, or is it someone like Alexander Holtz? And now people are even starting to say Jack Quinn may be better than Holtz as an entire player. Because you look at a guy like Holtz, and his shot is his main asset, no doubt about that. It is insane, and we've seen it at the World Juniors, we see it in the SHL. It is an NHL caliber shot. But if you look at the rest of Holtz's game, it's not quite there. Take it, he's used in different situations over there in Sweden. But you look at a guy like Jack Quinn, and I have seen from multiple reports that his entire game is just to be astounding as well. He plays well on his own end. He plays well on the penalty kill. He's out there blocking shots. He's using his skating. He's a great player in all zones of the ice. Much to say for Holtz, though, a lot of people say he's kind of dwindling in his own end. He's really just looking for that offensive breakout because that's where he's going to use his main tools, because that's what makes him the player he is. Quinn is so much more two-dimensional, though, than Holtz. He works in his own end, and he gets rewarded in the offensive end. After he's done all of his work, he gets the power play time, he gets the offensive zone faceoffs, and he makes the most of it. He earns every single bit of ice time he gets. And I'll be honest, there are glimpses where I look at Jack Quinn's shot, and I see it being better than Holtz. It comes off so fast. I'd almost argue say it may be better than Perfetti's as well. His shot is mental. Whether it's him winding up and setting up in the slot, he gets the puck off so fast, and that puck just looks like it's going like 100 miles an hour almost every single time. It beats the goalie clean, and if it doesn't, I said earlier, rebounds are always there because his shot is so hard to contain. He is an established sniper, and he plays every other part of the game so perfectly as well. I still kind of find it funny that people are saying he may be a steal of the draft. I really don't think that. I think he's one of the established top 15 players in this draft. He's by no means a steal. He is the real deal Jack Quinn. So I ask you guys the question, if you're, say, in that 8 to 12 range in the draft, Holtz and Quinn are both still available, who are you going to pick? Because would you take Holtz, the guy who's been highly touted for the past 2 years for his shooting and stick handling? Or are you going to take the guy who arguably has a better shot with Jack Quinn and can display an entire two-way game to go along with it? I want you guys to answer that down below. I really want to see what you guys think about this. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.